I'm Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and here I've got a tweet from Amber Heard about Evan Rachel Wood, who has accused Marilyn Manson of some pretty heavy abuse. Now, some people want to keep this case separate. Some people say, well, this isn't Depp vs. Heard. Well, Amber Heard doesn't want to keep them separate. Amber Heard wants to use Evan Rachel Wood to indirectly help show her own quote-unquote innocence. Amber Heard's narrative from the very beginning has been this: believe me because I'm a woman. Don't worry about evidence. Don't worry about anything except that I'm a woman. So this is the kind of narrative Amber Heard wants to play. Now, I gotta say one other thing. Maybe Evan Rachel Wood was abused. Maybe Marilyn Manson's an abuser. Well, I'm not using any of this to prove that Marilyn Manson is or isn't an abuser. My narrative here, and the thing I'm pointing out here, is that, first of all, Amber Heard is trying to involve herself. Second of all, Evan Rachel Wood has come out in defense of Amber Heard, and if Evan Rachel Wood doesn't respond to this tweet, if she doesn't put her opinion out there, if she keeps supporting Amber, well, that really hurts her case. That really hurts her credibility, and that really hurts what she said to the Congress, which was, well, I'm coming out to expose abusers for 25 million victims. But if you support pretty much the biggest hoax artist and abuser in the industry, well, that contradicts yourself. You can't say you're coming out and putting yourself out there as a victim to help 25 million victims when you're supporting one of the biggest abusers out there. That doesn't work. That contradicts your message. So what Evan Rachel Wood has to do is respond to this and say something to the extent of this. Okay, I've seen Depp vs. Heard, and it looks like there are some things against Amber Heard also. I wish Amber luck, but I don't stand by Amber against Johnny. She has to say something like that. Even if it's neutral, even if it's just pitching in her opinion that she doesn't know who the abuser is, that's fine. But if Evan Rachel Wood is going to stand by Amber Heard and say Amber was abused, that doesn't work well. It doesn't work because the message she's saying to the world is that she's supporting an abuser. And if you're someone supporting abusers, how the fuck can you say you're out helping abusers and using your platform for that? You can't. It doesn't work. So let's see what Amber Heard says here. And yet, no one sees the trend here. Everyone wants to tag a bathroom wall. No one wants to understand the writing. Evan and I aren't the first to raise our hands. Are you done ignoring it? The Marilyn Manson Reckoning, the New Yorker. So she pins this article here, and I read some of it. Not a bad article, and it has the history of Marilyn Manson, things he's done. He's done some crazy shit. I'm not here to defend him completely, but what I'm here to say is that by Evan Rachel Wood not denouncing her support for Amber Heard, it hurts her case terribly, and until she does, I can't take her fully seriously. If she was abused by Marilyn Manson, that's even more of a reason not to buddy up with Amber Heard and defend Amber Heard. If Evan Rachel Wood was actually abused, if she was a victim, she should be able to watch Amber Heard's confession in the blue room with the cookies and say, wait a minute, this doesn't feel authentic. I don't think Amber Heard is actually a victim of abuse. I was a real victim of abuse, and I can tell. That's pretty common sense that she should say something like that. Unless you believe she can't tell. If you believe she can't tell Amber's a victim, well, then maybe she wasn't exactly a victim in the way she says she was. Maybe some things happened. Some, kinky bondage going on. It went too far. I heard there was a shock rod or something she said. Well, maybe she wanted to get probed with it. I don't know. There's no way to know about the consent of the situation. And if she's going to support Amber, what I'm saying is, that doesn't help me sympathize, and that doesn't help me understand that this was an actual abuse situation and not some kind of, you know, weird experimentation with a rock star. Imagine Evan Rachel Wood never said she supported Amber Heard, and the contrary, she came out right away and said, I'm a victim. You know what's strange? Amber Heard seems like she's lying to me. Well, I'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, this girl seems like she's being straightforward. She's not playing games. But, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of ranting here. A little bit more of a rant than I wanted, but if she's going to support Amber, I'm not comfortable giving her the benefit of the doubt all the way. So Joan Hess says, and thank you, Joan, she's a supporter here, I would say I'm shocked that you would attach yourself to someone else's story and try and validate your lies, but I'm not at all. You stole Kate's story, you twisted me too, you have lied, slandered, conned, and stolen your way into fame and wealth. I'm not shocked, just disgusted. Amber Heard actually replies to this person who says fraud. Well, I know a couple of overindulged white male celebrities who happen to be world famous and single who are deaf in the market for some low rate ass missing. Shall I intro you? Seems like, I don't know, kind of an immature, stupid comment, and she can't get around the white males. And I mean, even if it is all white males, that's fine, but she can't fail to mention it, which is a social justice little, line thrown in there, because she's always got to play identity politics. And of course, Joanne mentions that, she took the $3.5 million from the children's hospital, and someone who does that, well, they don't have a very good line of credit as far as truth. Shut the F up abuser. I think I've seen that one before. That's a feel-good tweet right there. I won't repeat it totally, but just stare at it for a second. Alright, nice. So, Joan Hess says here, yep, I'm not making any decision one way or another until I see actual evidence. The time for people getting canceled due to he said, she said should end. Believe the evidence, not the hype. And I think that's a really important point too, because like I was saying in the very beginning, is that Amber Heard wants to make the narrative, believe me because I'm a woman, which is baseless, and it doesn't mean anything. Evan Rachel Wood claims she has evidence, and if she does, I have an open mind. I'll take a look. Like I said, I don't want people to be confused. She seems more sincere than Amber, and I've seen a few things myself at this point, which I'll get into on this channel later in the week, that do make me think she was probably abused, and that's fine. Even if she was abused, especially if she was abused, she should not be supporting Amber Heard. That's what some people aren't quite getting. Some people think I'm trying to prove she was or wasn't abused by mentioning Amber. It has nothing to do with it. I'm talking about narratives. It's slightly confusing. There's a few confused people out there. If you're confused, I'll make it simple. Let's assume she was abused. You got it. Well, she should not be supporting Amber. We gotta end this one, because I'm just ranting and raving, and this is getting more complex by the day. Videos I made, 48 hours ago are already kind of old. So, things are shifting really quick with this. But I'm trying to stay on top of it. You guys, if you want to help me stay on top of it, subscribe, maybe give the video a like. That'd be nice. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. So, we're done here. See you next time.